Okay, everyone, let's continue looking at Module 26109-23, Conductors and Cables in the NCCER 11th edition. This will be Section 2.00, Installing Conductors and Conduit Systems. Fish tape. Conductors are installed in conduit by pulling them through. A fish tape is fed through the conduit. Once it reaches the other end, conductors are attached to the hook. The fish tape is reeled back through, pulling the conductors with it. Power conduit fishing systems. String lines are installed using a power system. String lines are attached to a mouse, which is a foam plug. The vacuum suction will push or pull the plug through the conduit. Once it reaches the other end, conductors are attached to the string and pulled back through the conduit. Pull lines. Often more than one conductor is fed through the conduit during a wire pull. Reel carts help keep wires from tangling. Safety precautions. Some important safety precautions follow when pulling cable. Never use a fish tape near live circuits. Use mechanical lifts to move larger spools of cable. Avoid pinch points in the capstans and sheaves. Select a rope with a pulling load greater than needed. Use only low stretch rope. Do not stand in direct line with the pulling rope, and keep the pull rope out of the way. Wrap up the pulling rope when done. Conductor lubrication. A manually operated puller is good for smaller pulling jobs. An electrical or hydraulic power puller is used for longer runs or those where several bends or larger conductors. For long runs with several bends, the conduit and wires are lubricated. Conductor termination. NEC Section 300.14 specifies the length of free conductor at each junction or outlet box. Enough slack is needed for future splices. And some trade terms to read over and become familiar with for this session, and some review questions for this session. Which of the following is true when pulling conductors? Pull lines are typically made of natural cotton. Rodders can only be used in very short runs. In multi-conductor installations, always pull conductors one at a time. If a pull is expected to be difficult, a pull line should be used rather than a fish tape. And that would be D. If a pull is expected to be difficult, a pull line should be used rather than a fish tape. Large conductors are likely to require the use of electrically driven power pullers, hand pulling for additional precision, 2 or more power pullers, or multiple stops during the pulling operation. That's going to be A, electrically driven power pullers. Alright everyone, that was it for that session. The next session will be a review from the module test. We'll do that in the classroom, and I'll see you there.